Chapter 3 Gravitation. Buoyancy. Pressure in fluids. All liquids and gases are fluids. A solid exerts pressure on a surface due to its weight. Similarly, fluids have weight, and they also exert pressure on the base and walls of the container in which they are enclosed. Pressure exerted in any confined mass of fluid is transmitted undiminished in all directions. We know that matter exists in three forms: solids, liquids, and gases. Liquids and gases have special property, that is, it can flow from one place to other very easily. So we can include it in the category fluids. But solids have no that property. Particles in solids are fixed, so solid exert pressure due to their weight. Fluid exert pressure due to movement of their particles, and it exerts pressure on the base and walls in which they are enclosed. Pressure exerted in any confined mass of fluid is transmitted undiminished in all directions. So each particles of fluids exerts pressure on all possible directions. Buoyancy. Have you ever had a swim in a pool and felt lighter? Have you ever drawn water from a well and felt that the bucket of water is heavier when it is out of the water? Have you ever wondered why a ship made up of iron and steel does not sink in sea water, but whether the same amount of iron and steel in the form of a sheet would sink? These questions can be answered by taking buoyancy in consideration. Let us understand the meaning of buoyancy by doing an activity. Activity 10.4. Take an empty plastic bottle. Close the mouth of the bottle with an airtight stopper. Put it in a bucket filled with water. You see that the bottle floats. Push the bottle into the water. You feel an upward push. Try to push it further down. You will find it difficult to push deeper and deeper. It indicates that water exerts a force on the bottle in the upward direction. The upward force exerted by the water goes on increasing as the bottle is pushed deeper till it is completely immersed. Now release the bottle. It bounces back to the surface. Does the force due to the gravitational attraction of the earth act on this bottle? If so, why doesn't the bottle stay immersed in water after it is released? How can you immerse the bottle in water? The force due to gravitational attraction of the earth acts on the bottle in the downward direction. So the bottle pulled downwards. But the water exerts an upward force on the bottle. Thus the bottle is pushed upwards. The force due to gravity by the earth always acts in the downward direction. When we pulled the bottle downwards, the water exerts an upward force on the bottle in the upward direction. We have learned that the weight of an object is the force due to gravitational attraction of the earth. When the bottle is immersed, the upward force exerted by the water on the bottle is greater than its weight. Therefore, it rises up when released. Weight of an object is always acts in the downward direction. When the bottle is immersed, the weight of an object is less than the upward force, then it rises up when we released. To keep the bottle completely immersed, the upward force on the bottle due to water must be balanced. That is, water offers more force on the bottle than the weight of the bottle. If the force by the water is equal to the weight of the object, it will be immersed. This can be achieved by an externally applied force acting downwards. This force must at least be equal to the difference between the upward force and the weight of the bottle. When an external force is applied which is greater than the upward force, then the object will immerse in the water. The upward force exerted by the water on the bottle is known as upthrust or buoyant force. In fact, all objects experience a force of buoyancy when they are immersed in a fluid. The magnitude of this buoyant force depends on the density of the fluid. As the density of the fluid increases, the buoyant force exerted by it also increases. Why objects float or sink when placed on the surface of water? Let us do the following activities to arrive at an answer for the above question. Activity 10.5. Take a beaker filled with water. Take an iron nail and place it on the surface of the water. Observe what happens. The nail sinks. The force due to the gravitational attraction of the earth on the iron nail pulls it downwards. There is an upthrust of water on the nail which pushes it upwards, but the downward force acting on the nail is greater than the upthrust of the water on the nail, so it sinks. Activity 10.6. Take a beaker filled with water. Take a piece of cork and an iron nail of equal mass. Place them on the surface of water. Observe what happens. The cork floats while the nail sinks. This happens because of the difference in their densities. The density of a substance is defined as the mass per unit volume. The density of cork is less than the density of water. This means that the upthrust of water on the cork is greater than the weight of cork, so it floats. Density is defined as the mass per unit volume. When volume increases, the density decreases. The density of the cork is less than the density of water, so it floats on the surface of the water. The density of an iron nail is more than the density of water. This means that the upthrust of water on the iron nail is less than the weight of the nail, so it sinks. In this case, the volume of nail is less than the volume of cork. Then the density of the iron nail is increases and it sinks. Therefore, objects of density less than that of a liquid float on the liquid. The objects of density greater than that of a liquid sink in the liquid. Have you ever had a swim in a pool and felt lighter? Buoyancy is the upward force that acts on the swimmer while they are in the water. In order for an object to float, its buoyant force needs to be greater or equal to the weight of the water. So the swimmer feels lighter when he swims in a pool. Why does a bucket of water feel heavier when taken out of water? When bucket is placed in water, water exerts an upward force on bucket known as buoyant force, due to which it feels lighter in water. When we take the bucket out of water, the upward force of water is removed and thus it feels heavier. Why does a ship made of iron and steel float in seawater, but whether the same amount of iron and steel in the form of a sheet would sink? A ship is made of iron and steel, but it has a lot of space filled with air. So ship is much less dense than water. Therefore, the upthrust of water on the ship is greater than the weight of the ship, so it floats in the seawater. The density of a sheet made of iron and steel is more than the density of water. This means that the upthrust of water on the sheet is less than the weight of the sheet. So the same amount of iron and steel in the form of a sheet sinks in the seawater. Summary. Fluids exerts pressure in all directions. Buoyant force is the upward force provided by the liquid. More the volume of the object immersed in the liquid, the more the buoyant force exists. That is all in this topic. Let us learn Archimedes' principle in our next topic. Thank you.